Hello, welcome to the Unit 2 Concept Review, Organization and Reorganization of Human Societies, circa 600 BCE to 600 CE. Remember that this video is designed to follow directly the framework handout, which is available on the webpage. Here's what it looks like for Unit 2. And we will be just going over the main concepts to give you an overview of the whole unit. Starting with the development of cultural traditions. Existing religious traditions provided an ethical code. And the religions that we focus on are Judaism and the Vedic religions from India, also known as Hinduism. New belief systems asserted individual truths. The belief systems are Buddhism, Confucianism, Taoism, Christianity, and Greek rationalism. Continuing with Concept 1, belief systems affected gender roles, such as Confucianism and patriarchy. Other traditions continued, such as shamanism and animism, and remember those are mainly in Africa and the Americas. And the arts showed distinctive cultural developments, such as Greek tragedies, architecture, and the influence of Greek culture on other cultures. The second concept is more political, about the development of states and empires. Starting with the concept that imperial societies imposed unity during this time. And remember, the empires you focused on are in Persia, the Qin and Han dynasties in China, the Mauryan and Gupta dynasties in India, Greek or Hellenistic culture in the Roman Empire, and in the Americas, Moche. And also techniques of imperial administration, such as the use of administrative institutions, military power, and the promotion of trade and economy to manage those empires. And here's a map showing some of the empires we studied. The second concept continues with unique social and economic dimensions. Cities served as centers of trade and politics, such as Athens, Rome, Alexandria, and Teotihuacan. During this period, hierarchical social structures continued, including the use of slaves and merchants and elite and caste groups. There was a range of labor systems that were used, and patriarchy continued. Also, the decline and collapse of imperial societies, environmental damage such as deforestation, external security issues such as between northern China and the Xiongnu were examples of causes of the collapse of these empires. And the third concept is about the emergence of networks of exchange, starting with trans-regional trade, communication, and exchange networks. And the ones that this unit introduces and will be covered more in the next unit are the Eurasian Silk Roads, the Trans-Saharan caravan routes, the Indian Ocean sea lanes, and trade routes in America. New technologies facilitated this long-distance exchange, such as domesticating pack animals, like the camel saddle, and maritime technology such as the lateen sail. And here's a reminder of those trade networks: the Silk Roads, the Indian Ocean, Trans-Saharan, and in the Americas. And again, those will be emphasized in more detail in the next unit. Concept 3 continues with environmental, political, and cultural exchange, the spread of crops such as sugar, rice, and cotton from South Asia to the Middle East, and the spread of disease pathogens. And finally, the fact that religious traditions changed as they spread, including Chinese culture, Christianity, Hinduism, and Buddhism. And so here's a brief summary. This unit is about the organization of classical societies, and their framework has three main concepts: religious and cultural traditions, in which you learned about the classical religions and philosophies; the development of states, in which you learned about the classical empires; and the networks of exchange, in which you learned about classical trade networks. That's the overview for Unit 2. Happy studying!